crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure. This my kingdom, nigga. Stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sign, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's optical. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real gang, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines, we find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole Warmouth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, busses, hustles, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered and sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you beaches. All right, welcome to the show. Welcome to 3585. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the show with your friends. We have our first post of the day. We got a review from the merch store. We got this one from James. James gives a 5-star review for This Is My Pride Flag t-shirt. That's a great design. Great one. Great one. I had that flag in my gym, actually. I love the shirt. Mama Swolio loves the shirt. And I have the flag hanging in my gym. Love the fit and feel. The message is awesome and requires no explanation. Indeed. Thank you, James, and appreciate you dropping that awesome review. Make sure you leave your 5-star reviews over there on the merch store. And remember, you pick up your Swolio. So if you leave a review, you get Swolios, you get rewards, and you can get your other Swolio rewards with leaving pictures and all these other things. So go and check it out. Click the little beard logo in the bottom right-hand corner on your phone or on your computer when you go to papaswolio.com, and you'll see all the information about signing up for your Swolio rewards. And if you made purchases before over the past few years, and when you sign up for that account, you will get those Swolios and you will get those points back. So make sure, and if you have any questions, you could reach out and send an email to the team, and we make sure that you get your review emails and stuff like that for any previous purchases. So you make sure that we have your account up to date, and you get all the rewards even from before that we even had the rewards. So a lot of you are using them and you're cashing in on that. So make sure that you sign up, and when you're making your purchases, because we do new releases every week, we got a lot of cool stuff over there. You can make sure that you get your rewards and pick up some more awesome stuff over at papasoy.com. Let's get into the tip fam. Here we go.
Hey,
Happy fast, everyone.
Just an inch. It's cold outside.
We do have a Swole card. Today's Swole card is Swole for Life. So drop that in the comments down below. Hashtag Swole for Life for a chance to win today's Swole card. Pinkston Churchill is getting her little sleep on. We got Tess Hornaday over here, keeping her company. And of course, we do have the Tainty Man. So round of applause. Look at his foot twitching. Look at his foot twitching. All right. There you go, Mr. Meats. Choosing a different part of the bed to fall off today. So stylish. All right. This one's from Luis.
What's in the box?
All right. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. He said he was doing a 5K run, training for a May the 4th 5K run, beat my 1 mile run time twice today. Didn't expect to do this much at the gym, but I walked out with 8 new PRs. Go to the Beep Boop Gym, hashtag SwoleFam gains, and tank mentality. What's that? But I like it. All right. Good stuff. Tom. Howdy Fit Fam. Just started today, but wanted to say hi from the Boston area. All right. What's up, Tom? How we doing? What are we doing here? You're in Boston. It looks cold as shit. I see. Are those eggs? What's going on here? What's happening? I'm confused. What's happening? Or is this like a drop off where people pick up their food? Did you go to Costco and you use like a forklift? What's going on here? What's going on here? Good stuff. Eggs. All right. Not really sure what's going on, but it looks like maybe a food pickup spot or something, like a food co-op spot or something like that. Anyway, looks really cold and icy and horrifying. That's horrifying to me. All that snow, all that ice. I look outside, it's like 85 degrees and it's hot as fuck. I can't wait to go roast my nips again. But anyway, good luck with those eggs in the snow. Thanks for posting, dude. All right. Zachary says, hey, everyone, new to the Swolenormous community. What up, Swole fam member? Looking for some guidance. I want to do the 90-day dash, but not sure how to go about it. Well, did you open up the program and check out the videos and the breakdowns and all that stuff? It's all in the program. But let's see. I do home workouts daily, calisthenics and dumbbells. Can I still do that while doing the 90-day dash program, or would I be overworking myself? This is a thing that's really, I don't know. I'm not sure why this question keeps on coming up. People always ask, like, you're going to do a program, you join, and then like, I'm doing these other things. Can I do that and this? You shouldn't. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to. And it's not that you can't do other things, but if you are doing home workouts and calisthenics and dumbbells, you're going to do that plus you're going to be doing random shit. You're doing whatever stuff you're doing at home, and then you're going to do this program. Yes, you're overworking yourself. You're overworking yourself and you're distracting from the program that you're going to be doing. So it's not that you can't do other activity, but any kind of sets, any kind of workout, any activity like that is going to cause fatigue. So you're going to be burning yourself out. You're going to be doing extra based on what you just said. You want to make sure that you're building that foundation. You want to make sure that you're adapting properly. You want to make sure that you're not cutting into your recovery. This is going to be even more important as you get into more advanced programs too. So you definitely want to make sure you're managing your fatigue. So you don't need more, and you can adjust and adapt the 90-day dash. And if there's any exercises or programming that you might be doing in the 90-day dash that maybe you don't have access if you're training at home, for example, if you're trying to do the 90 dash at home, we can help you choose different exercise. You can just swap things out. Of course, as close to prescribed is the program. If you're changing everything, then you're not really doing the program. But there are exercises and other options that you can swap out if your gym doesn't have a piece of equipment or you don't have something at home. And then there are also other programs. If you don't have much equipment, maybe a different program would be a better option depending on what your situation is. So we definitely need some more feedback on this, but we'll talk to Zachary. Fam, make sure you go and post up in the community section and give your 2 cents to Zachary, because we get this question a lot when it comes to programming, but no, you shouldn't be doing what you're already doing plus something else. It's like you join the Swole fam, you're ready to take your 7 pillars seriously, and you want to make sure that you're doing the program as it's supposed to be done, and you want to make sure that you're giving all your effort to the programming. So welcome, Zachary. We're stoked to have you, and yeah, let's fucking get after it. The 90-day dash is humbling too. It's very humbling, and especially if you're new, it's something that's definitely going to be surprising in terms of the style of training. And then as you get a little bit further into the program and as you get more into the other phases, then of course it transitions where you can repeat the program or you can move into one of our other programs like Maximum Swole or Swole Season or Scorched Earth and stuff like that. All right, good stuff. Let's get into some Rate My Meal. Are you ready? Oh boy. Let's see what we got. So awesome, Zachary. We got Tim in the house picking up some eggs. It's cold. You guys getting snowed in? You guys cold out there? It is nice down here. It is nice. It is nice. That cold weather, I think, is gone. I think it's gone for good. February is always the coldest month of the year in Florida. All right. Rate my meal. Here we go. Brian Krebs. What we got? We got the Krebs cycle over here. You know what? That's what you should be. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. You should open up a studio. You should open up a spinning studio and call it Krebs Cycle. Get it? No? Too soon? Too niche? No? All right. Krebs Cycle? No? Anyone? No? Fuck. All right. Anyway, we got some sausage. We got some green beans, which can fuck off a cliff. We got some meat. I like that. This looks like a display. This looks like a fake. This looks like something that you see at on a place setting at IKEA. Okay, this looks like something you would see in an IKEA showroom. That doesn't look real. It looks random, right? It's like a piece of sausage, a piece of meat, a piece of chicken, a slice of sweet potato. No, it's good. It's good. So good stuff, Brian. Enjoy. It looks like a buffet. You just took like one thing of everything. I would have had like 3 sausages. I would have had like 5 pieces of that meat. Load that shit up. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Brian Thomas, add a cup of jasmine rice. Yeah. Add a cup of jasmine rice. So this is not cooked, right? You're putting this in the oven or something, or what's going on here? Because that looks like raw chicken, if I'm not mistaken. Weird slice of cheese. That's a lot of fucking asparagus. Is that like a big dish? At first I thought it was one of those like single serving dishes, but are you cooking in that? That's like 20 pieces of asparagus. That's a lot of asparagus. So I'm assuming you're throwing that in like an oven or something. That's not really the best way to cook something. What is this? Anyone? Could be compound butter. I don't know. That looks gnarly though. Anyway, meat. A lot of asparagus. I think asparagus is overrated tremendously in my opinion. I used to eat it. It just never really felt great. But all right. Burns my tongue. The oxalates in the asparagus. If I have too many, my tongue starts getting irritated. But nothing wrong with some grilled asparagus. It can be good. Add a cup of jasmine rice. I like jasmine rice. But is that raw chicken? I'm just confused as to what that setup is. I guess you're probably getting ready to cook it. All right, Christian Dockery, lose the rice, add extra chicken and beans. Ooh. Lose the rice. I disagree. Where's the rice there? Oh, you mean that orange rice? White rice is great. So I would ditch the beans and that rice and get some white rice, chicken, guacamole, and then leave the rest personally. Yeah. So I don't know if this is like what you ate from this one place. Is it Chipotle or something along those lines? Fam, the beans, give the beans a rest, man. Give the beans a rest. You're better off with some more rice. Get some white rice. You don't need all that seasoning and stuff on it. Chicken, all this other filler stuff. You're getting robbed, man. Probably cost you $20 to get like a few pieces of chicken and some beans. Eating out of plastic. Hopefully that's not literally what you're eating. Maybe you just had to look something up similar, but all right, come on. We could do better. I want some more meat. I want some more meat on my plates. Oh, fuck you, Gerald. God damn it.
Go fuck yourself. Lieutenant Dan.
All right. Making just fucking pizza. Gerald. All right, Joe Robinson, save us. Is that a pancake? All right, I'll ignore the pancake for a second. I see some bacon. I'll be honest, that looks like turkey bacon. All right, that looks like turkey bacon. I'm rate my plate, rate my meal. This is kind of like criticize my meal. We should change it. Is that real bacon? I don't know. I don't know if that's real bacon. I can't tell. It has that kind of look. It kind of looks like it's, you know? It has that look. It has that turkey bacon look. It has that look where it's trying to be bacon, but it looks a little bit like, a 5-year-old drew a picture of a piece of bacon. That red looks a little bit, I don't know. It's a weird color a little bit, but it could be the camera, could be the lighting. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. We'll just call it bacon for now. We'll call it bacon. We'll just call it like real bacon, and not with all the nitrates and nitrites and, we'll call it quality pastured bacon and real bacon. Eggs, I like it. Pancakes, not a fan unless you're making it properly, if you can. All right, Joe. Joe gets a pass. We'll let that slide. V. Lopez, I see. We got a zook on our hands here. All right, we got some sort of a meat. Is that bacon wrapped? You wrapping stuff? People wrap these things, right? People take the bacon. When I have bacon and I'm cooking bacon, the last thing I think is like, let me wrap this around something. I just put it in the pan. I want it in my mouth as soon as possible. But I guess that's scallops or something. I don't know. What do people wrap things with and put on a skewer? We got some rice, got a little zucchini. Fine. Take it. Let's go. It's not a pizza. Fred Crab is eating, are those eggs? Those eggs have seen better days. We got some steak. And that looks like raw broccoli, for fuck's sake. So throw that shit off the plate. Get that fucking shit out of here. Get that fucking shit out of here, bro. Get yourself like a sweet potato or something. Get that fucking, what is that, 2 pieces of raw broccoli? That shit's raw as hell. God damn, Fred. God damn. All right, let's get into some knowledge. All right, we're lit today. It's okay. Everyone's eating. As long as you're cooking your food, you're off to the right. You're off the right track. But raw broccoli is probably the grossest thing you could possibly eat. Looked raw as shit. Just saying. Okay, here we go. Let's get in some questions. What we got? Drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. K Mansidu. All right. Let me try to bring this over. I need help with knowledge of nutrition as beginning to work out. So much info out there. Yeah, there's a lot of confusing information. And of course, we all in the Swole fam have our preferences with what we eat. I'm not a huge fan of most vegetables unless they're very well cooked or pressure cooked or at least sauteed, and maybe specific ones. You got to test those things out. I've just gone through a lot of different testing with vegetables and different foods. And that's what we do inside the Swole fam. We go through the nutrition jumpstart. So we eliminate, we test foods, and we customize our individual nutrition. So there's certain foundational foods that most people are going to do well with, and then other ones that people are going to take or leave depending on their own personal preferences and stuff like that. So there's a lot of info out there, but that's because most places are going to be like, hey, eat this, do that. We want to guide you into customizing and understanding what foods work best for your body. That way you can actually generate your own eating habits rather than just, hey, let me just copy this and try to buy those things and eat that. And then you're not really paying attention to the right things. You're worrying about measuring and, you're worried about measuring ingredients of things that maybe don't work well for your body. And then you're forcing a square into a square peg into a round hole. Not always is that going to work. Sometimes you'll be like, hey, Papa Swole, what do you eat? And you eat what I eat and you feel great and it works great for you. Fine. Other people, hey, I have issues with the dairy, or I have issues with, I don't like rice, or I don't know, sweet potatoes bother me, or whatever it is. So you got to actually experience and pay attention to the right things, not so much weighing on a scale. You need to pay attention to what these foods actually do to your body and how you feel and how you perform. So when you join the fam over at Swolenormous X, we walk you through all of that. So we have diet protocols, we have the elimination diet, and we walk you through, we help you customize yours. We don't have like, eat this, have 2 cups of this. And people that want that kind of like, tell me what to do and do it, fine. The Swole fam is not going to be for you, because we're not just going to be like, eat this. And okay, yes, sir. Yes, massa, I'm going to eat that. I swear I eats that foods for you. Most people that do those types of things don't stick to things long-term, and they don't understand what these foods do what these foods do to their body. They just follow. They just want to be told what to do, and they eat something, and they don't actually gain any kind of onus. They don't gain any kind of skills, and we're not into that. All right, let's see. Melit Gannon. Papa Swole, which pump is better, biceps or triceps? If you're picking between pumps, you're missing the point. Arm pumps are great, but the pump is not muscle growth, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have a pump or not. What matters is progressive overload. So if you're chasing the pump, you are always also going to be potentially and likely missing out on gains. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about which pump is better. But an arm pump is great. And I would recommend that if you're doing biceps and triceps on the same day, do biceps first. The same reason why I would recommend people do a leg curl before you do a squat pattern. I always like to do a seated leg curl before I do hack squats or leg press or anything like that. So any kind of pressing movement for lower body, I like to do curls first. Any kind of extension movement for upper body, I like to do biceps first. I always do biceps first if I'm doing bis and tris in the same workout. JG, my friend doesn't want to go to the gym. What up?
Matt Damon.
Damn. My friend doesn't want to go to the gym. This is unacceptable. What do I tell him? I got something for you.
Go fuck yourself.
You can tell him that. You can tell him that. I'll give you some advice on this. Your friend doesn't have to want to go to the gym. Your friend should go to the gym because it's time to go to the gym. And if your friend doesn't want to go to the gym and it's time for you to go to the fucking gym, then who cares? Right? Who cares? You need to go to the gym. Your friend doesn't have to. Your friend should. And then eventually you're going to drift apart because your friends are going to go to the gym. And people that don't go to the gym, they just live a completely different life. How do you not go to the fucking gym? That's ridiculous. So you tell them to go fuck yourself and go to the gym anyway. Or invite them. Say, like, stop being a little biche. Send them one of my videos and then tell them to go to the fucking gym anyway. Mattia Marotta. Papa Swole, what can I do if my mom doesn't respect my dreams and objectives? Your dreams and objectives or goals, and don't help me. So your mom doesn't respect your goals, your ambitions, whatever it is, and doesn't help you. Well, your mom doesn't have to help you. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's not a requirement for you to get after and be successful. So one of the things that you're going to have to deal with if you're living under your parents' roof, that's a whole other thing, because you have to hear that in your ear holes all the time. But you need to do what's right for you, and you have your own life. And if you have things that you want to accomplish, you need to do that. And you can't assume or require anyone else to understand that. They don't need to understand it. They don't need to understand it. And your mom probably wants the best for you, but she has her own insecurities, and she's going to have her own life, and she's going to have her own things that she has to work through, her own baggage and things that she's going to project onto you from her parents or her mother or her father, and who the fuck knows. So it really doesn't matter. If you have purpose and there's something that you want to go do and something that you want to get after, you need to do it. And if you're under their roof, yep, you're subject to that kind of shit, but you can also get out of there. So that would be the next phase. But no one, forget the whole mother or family. It's just, it hits a little bit closer to home when it's a family member, just because, you know, you have that, those emotional ties. Not to mention, they know you and they know you since before, or since when you were younger, especially when you're mother. And family, people that you've been with or friends with or close associates with for a long time, they also know exactly what to say and the word to use, the way to say it, to undercut or to kind of like stick a knife in and twist, even without realizing it. They just know how to get under your skin. So it kind of gets you a little bit more, because those are the people that are supposed to support you. But at the same time, no one needs to understand what you want to do, because you're not them and they're not you. So you have to keep that into perspective too. It just hurts or feels a little bit more impactful coming from someone who, in your eyes, like, should be like, yeah, that's great. Everyone's going to have their own reasons, but no one has to understand what you need to do for yourself. Okay. Let's see. Mark says, my mom hated me going to the gym, and now I'm the one she calls when she needs the heavy lifting done. Yeah, there you go. Jen says, parents are set in their ways, although they may eventually want the change too. My mom joined our elimination diet. It's going so well. She's telling everyone about it. Oh, that's great. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, Danny, what's going on, man? I'm going to the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio next week. I'm definitely going to be wearing my merch representing the Swole fam. Let's go. Based. What are you rocking? What merch are you rocking? What merch are you rocking? That'd be great. Let me know if you see anyone else rocking merch. Dope. Dope. All right. We got this one from Exo Gamboa. Let's see. Favorite pre-workout as of right now. I make my own stuff. What do you guys like to do before your workout? So pre-workout is whatever you take pre-workout. Don't assume and don't think that pre-workout has to have tons of caffeine. Doesn't have to be something you buy from GNC or Vitamin Shop or wherever you buy supplements from. You don't need like a pre-made supplement. That's not what a pre-workout is. Your pre-workout routine is just what you do before you work out. Maybe it's a meal. Maybe it's, Cerny says, raw liver. Maybe it's scoop of honey. Maybe it's whatever it is. So there are things that help for blood flow, like citrulline and beta-alanine, and there's some great things out there. Electrolytes, fantastic. Creatine, simple sugars, simple carbs during your workout. So there's a lot of great things, and I do a bunch of stuff. I don't want to get into all the details of that right now, but I want to summon the Swole fam and get some samples from, because I don't take like a pre-workout, but pre-workout is what you do before your workout. And generally, I don't like to eat anything. I don't like to have something pre-workout aside from, my concoction, but I don't, I usually like protein before, and then I'll have carbs during. So I don't do like a ton of carbs before. I'll eat carbs earlier in the day, like before I train, but I don't do like a carb load right before. Sometimes I'll have some fruit, but not really. Not really. I've been liking the carbs intra-workout rather than before. I feel like it gets me through better than having it before. I start sipping on it during the workout after my first hard set. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, some of the things I like to use: agmatine, beta-alanine, citrulline, electrolytes, right? Sodium, potassium, magnesium. There's a lot of other good things you can take too, but raw honey is great. You could use things like cyclic dextrin during your workout. It's very, cluster dextrin. It's great for readily usable forms of sugar during your workout. I'll mix in my water with some organic apple juice, kind of like a splash of lemon and lime juice, kind of like my intra-workout mix. It tastes like Gatorade. It's fantastic. So always have my electrolytes. I always have my salt in the morning with, I have like my morning drink, but depends on, you talk about pre-workout, not just Electrolytes. Let's see. Mark coffee, tad bit of raw honey. Cornholio. My pre-workout is oatmeal, blueberries, peanut butter, cinnamon, honey, and banana. Whoa. Damn. All right. See, everyone's got their own little thing. Everyone's got their own thing. All right. Let's see. Schmilly39. Have you taken psychedelics? No, I have not. Oh, wrong button. What's your thoughts on it? I don't really have any thoughts on it. You mean like just take and just getting like fucking ripped, or people doing microdoses? I don't know. Have you guys dabbled psilocybin or anything like that? Psychedelics. My thoughts on it. Look, there's a lot of things that you can do to expand your consciousness, I suppose, if that's really what's happening. But I think it's interesting. I haven't dabbled. I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of one of those things where I don't know if I want to open that door. I don't even know if I need to. I don't know if I need to. I don't know if I need to. I'm curious, but at the same time, I feel like I kind of get the gist. I guess you don't really until you experience it, but I don't know. Sometimes some doors you can't close. I don't know. I don't know if I need to open that door. I don't think anyone needs me on shrooms. You know, is that necessary for the world? Does anyone need Papa Swolio on shrooms? I don't know. I think we're good. I'm sitting here wearing a Swolvana shirt with a baby with a massive censored cock. I don't think I need shrooms. All right. I got a back to the fucking gym flag. I think we're good without shrooms over here. Yeah. I think we're good. I'm going through my merch and I'm like, greatest Swole Man, Circle of Lift. Let's see. It's a Wonderful Lift. What else should I wear today? And I'm like, let's go with Swolvana. Who needs shrooms? Who needs shrooms when you got merch? Swolocybin? Swolocybin? I like that. Swolocybin. Let's see. Danny says I'm rocking my Swole Fam shirt and my Daily Swole shirts. Nice. Awesome. The classics. Good man. Enjoy. When does that start? Anyone else here take psychedelics, or any stories that you know, people that you know close to you that have had a bad experience, a good experience, someone that you know that does it, that takes it, whatever. All right. We'll get some feedback. In the meantime, fam, we got tapestries over there at papaswolio.com. Speaking of merch, does it look like we need mushrooms? Does it look like we need anything over here?
This is a castle, isn't it? There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
I mean, take a look. Take a look at this. Do we need? Look at this. Look at this shit. To the fucking gym and beyond. Who needs psychedelics when we got awesome merch? Jacked Sparrow. I mean, it looks like I'm already taking psychedelics. I can show you the gym. Jeez, look at these designs. Curl bears, lats. It's insane. It's really funny is because Mama Swolio. So check this out. Considering it's right here on the lift tapestry. So Mama Swolio comes out and she always wears the shirts. You know, she always wears the shirts like a dress because she's tiny. But man, this is she was wearing the lift shirt, and I didn't forget about the shirt, but you know, there's so many shirts. We got to make a shirt, and then it's always on. We're doing one every week. So it's like on to the next. We just got to keep on going. Right. But then I was looking at it and I'm like, fuck, I forgot this shirt for a second. It just might be one of the best shirts. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, by the way, we are going to do this. I got to let you guys know. We are going to do Merch Madness. I just have to figure out I kind of have the details down, so I'll give you more information on Merch Madness. So what we're going to do is, I kind of told you this before. I'll let you guys know. It's not quite March yet. We got like another day, but I'll let you guys know what we're going to do with that. Cause I want to merch face off. I want to see which merch is going to be the king of the crop. So, but this is just one of the best designs. What a great design. Lift. Fucking great design. Chicken's a vegetable. Just awesome. Awesome stuff. I love it. Every once in a while, I mean, actually all the time, I'll see a shirt. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that shirt. You guys will take a picture. That's why I'm always asking, what are you rocking today? What are you wearing right now? I always like asking because someone will mention a shirt and I'm thinking, fuck. Remember Danny posted that urinal selfie in the community we looked at yesterday or something? And he was wearing the Driving While Gaining shirt. Oh, we didn't bring it up. I meant to bring it up. And he wore it. I'm thinking, oh my God, what a throwback. Look at this design. What a throwback. I almost feel like that should be color, but it looks great black and white. Look at this design. Look at that. Let's click on the mug. Look at that design. Look how dope that is. That's accurate. That's pretty fucking accurate. Pretty accurate. Instead of coffee, it should say Mesomorph. You guys remember? Remember the old school? Talk about pre-workout. Remember Mesomorph? I don't know if they still make it, but we're talking about the original Mesomorph that actually had crystal meth in it. Yeah, that was the good stuff. That's when Driving While Gaining really started to get aggressive because, man, I was fucking lit. I was lit. What a great design, though. That's a classic. I have one. I have a tank somewhere. It's all like beat up because I used to wear it all the time. I got to find it. What a great design. Great design. Great design. So respect. Respect. I love it. It's fucking great. And we do have like what is it? St. Patty's Day coming up. Okay. All right. We'll get on this. We'll get on this for a second. Let's get into some balls deep. And if you have any other questions, we'll take it. But we do have a couple of videos and I got a couple posts on my X account that I want to share. We'll do that next. So let's do a couple of videos. We'll do the short one first. This one's called Food Stamps. And then we will get into, yeah, I saw that. I don't have that. I know I don't have that shirt. I have the Fuck Yo Chicken Sandwich. I don't have the Never Go Full Steve. I don't think I ever actually got that one myself because that was really niche and that was short. That was Steve Cook, right? Why did we do that one? Why was it Never Go Full Steve? Something dumb happened. That was super niche. And short-lived. All right, let's do this one. It's called Food Stamps.
The Orange Man is actually proud that he's gotten all these people off of food stamps.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I don't think that's how that works. You literally stole these people's livelihoods.
Ooh.
Like, some of these people aren't going to be able to feed their kids now.
What are you talking about?
I hope you're happy with yourself.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't understand what these fucking people are talking about. You got rid of the food stamps. Is anyone out there like, I don't have my food stamps. I'm dying. I don't have any food. I hear people complaining, but I don't, people whining, but is anyone actually like, I have no money? They didn't just like eliminate and no one has anything. It's just like condensing the programs, right? Isn't it condensing the programs and like moving shit around? And it's not your fucking money first off, you should get a job. And the problem with a lot of these grifters is that you either have kids or you on purpose don't work. We watch the videos all the time. You on purpose do not work so you can grift off the system. So a lot of this is just absolute theft. Have you guys seen the stats on the amount of funding for autism in Minnesota? Did you guys see those stats? It was like $300 or $400 million in the last like couple years or since 2017. It went from like 1 million to like 400 million. So it's like complete fraud. Like all of a sudden, all these autism centers, like it's legit. It's so bad. It's so bad. There's so much. Anyway, so there's a lot of theft and stealing in this country and it has to stop. It really does. If you're not productive in this country, then, got to get a job, got to provide value. I still feel like there might have to be, I don't think it's good, but I think so many people don't want to work, aren't going to work unless you want to have just riots in the street. I think they need to have probably like a UBI or something, universal basic income. But what's the difference? What's the difference anyway? I mean, I just think the shift that's happening, there's so many people, I think it's just jealousy too. You see a lot of people online that just barely do anything, and they just make a lot of money from like ads and shit like that. And people are always comparing themselves to others, and they get jealous and they get angry. And AI is taking people's jobs over time, but you got to learn new skills, and most people don't want to learn new skills or don't think they can and don't understand it. I think Block was a Jack Dorsey's company. He posted they fired half their workforce because of AI, decided to do it up front rather than over the course of years. And yep, like it's out there, it's happening. So you got to adapt or die like anything else. And I'm not saying that to be cruel, but it is a situation. So you can't just let people starve in the streets, because you're going to get riots. You're you already have that. You have a lot of people that are angry and frustrated. So things do need to change, but, Democrats don't want them to change. They want the destruction. They want the chaos because they can leverage that. So it's unfortunate. You have a lot of people that can profit and benefit from the chaos and benefit from the anger and benefit from the fear and the anxiety that people feel. So they're preying on that. So don't succumb to it. Be smart, be productive, learn skills, ask questions, go online, like develop skills, develop other, get on it. Don't be a waste of space. Step up, do the best that you can. We're here for you. I hear you. Well, the government's way too big. Elizabeth says it's not the government's job to take care of people. Yeah, it is and it isn't. There's state governments, local governments, like that's much more important. It should be much more important. The federal government's way too big. And the problem is when you get free money, it gets to the point where you just can't go back to work. It's like a caged animal. It's a caged animal. You have an animal that's supposed to be in the wild, and then it's raised in captivity. And you guys know that there's some animals that are in zoos and stuff that they can't let free. Or if it's been in captivity for X amount of time, you can't release it because it doesn't know the skills. It won't survive in the wild. And I think it's just like that with humans. You're not going to be able to survive. Like you can no longer work. You're no longer functional. You've been out of it too long. You've been just taking handouts for too long. You're no longer able to be productive, and you have no desire to be. So you're just like floating around. Crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. I just saw trending, it said Hyperion, and that's like my favorite science fiction series. Oh, the author of Hyperion passed away. Dan Simmons died Saturday from a stroke. Well, Saturday. So I guess that was a week ago. I didn't even know about that. From a stroke at age 77. Oh no. If you never read Hyperion, it's a 4-book series. Fantastic. So it's my favorite series. I was unaware. Damn. All right. So if you haven't read those books, definitely highly recommend. All right. So let's do another video. This one's called COVID Spiking Again. And then I want to read something
What's in the box?
from X that I shared. And I think it's very applicable to what we talk about here on the show.
I'm not trying to scare anybody, but COVID is spiking again.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And people have just put it on the back burner. And I work home health and
Mouth breathing.
didn't know I had COVID. And possibly, more than likely, exposed someone.
Wake me up in a minute.
Now I feel absolutely horrible. And now I can't go back to work for a while, which you lose finances for that. But guys, don't forget that COVID still exists.
Yeah, it's gonna forever.
Still hurt people, kill people. Just remember that.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, viruses never go away. Okay, so can we just like put that COVID's still there. Like, what are you talking about? It's always going to be there. Viruses don't disappear. Your body they just get weaker and weaker over time. Like they don't go away ever. Okay. It's coming from people that just are unhealthy all the time anyway. I don't know. I don't want people to be sick. I don't want people to be dying, but this idea COVID's still there. It's like, no shit. But we know the grift. We know what that was all about. So let's not get into that. Let's not get into the whole COVID bullshit. All right. Nonsense. Cry more. Take your vitamin D, get sun, exercise, eat more liver, eat more steak, eat more beef, exercise. You'll be fine. Take more vitamin D up at 10,000 IUs a day. Get some sun too. You'll be fine. Yeah. Swole shirt. Yeah. Swole shirt. Based. Look at that. Look at that huge fucking dong. Look at that huge baby cock. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. Swole baby. Swole baby. Let's go. Oh, Danny has that card. Danny says, I have the Never Go Full Steve card. That's awesome. That's awesome that you have that card. All right. One thing here first. All right. Let's check this out. So I saw the picture they were talking about, like the finger and okay, whatever. And I said, I want Adam's forearm routine. Yo. Jacked. Look at God's forearm. Look at Adam's forearms. Look at that. Look at Adam's calves. Look at that. Look at the adductor. Little tiny little shrimp pee-pee, little shrimp dick there, bro. Maybe that's why Adam or Eve ate that fucking apple. She's like, yeah, small dick, dude. All right, look at the gains. Look at the biceps. Maybe that's why Eve ate the apple. She went after the snake. She went after the big snake. She's like, Adam ain't got it. Yeah, but look at this huge snake over here. Oh, yeah, you're packing. But look at those forearms. I think Adam's on the sauce. Yeah. Eden had a hell of a fucking gym. All right? So we're talking about the Garden of Eden. I got to make a shirt. The Garden of Eden. Fucking huge. You know the Garden of Eden had a fucking sick gym. You know that a sick fucking gym. Look at his fucking forearms, dude. Look at his forearms. Look at God's forearms. Look at that. Bro, what is Adam doing? Look at that brachioradialis. Look at that shit. Absolutely fucking pipes. Just pipes. I'm telling you, forget the fingers and stuff. Look at the forearms. Circling the wrong thing. I'm zooming in. No, more. I can't go in more. I'm over zoomed. I zoomed too much. Bill Clinton. Fuck you. All right. Anyway, jacked. All right. Just saying. Okay. Here's a post. And I want to read this post from Chris Williamson. He has the Modern Wisdom podcast, if you've seen it. But I saw this and I thought this was a good post and it was very applicable. So I reposted and tweeted this, and I'm reading my comment first because I'm going to read what he posted, and then I want you to get the context. So I said, the same with garbage foods. People have lost the ability to feel normal. The new normal is poisoned, fat, and sick. And we know that, right? So here's the post from, a little bit of a long one, but whatever. Let me read this. Okay. Says, you don't perform on 6 hours of sleep. One of the most important sleep studies ever ran a brutally simple test. People slept 4, 6, or 8 hours per night for 14 days. No all-nighters, just normal, quote, short sleep. Cognitive performance was tested every 2 hours. 4 hours. Let's see. Cognitive performance was tested every 2 hours by day 14. So 2 weeks in after this test. So people slept 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours per night. 4, 6, or 8 hours. Different groups of people for 2 weeks. Okay. At the end of the 2 weeks, people that slept for 6 hours every night had the same impairment cognitively as someone that was awake for 24 hours. So if you get 6 hours a night, people are like, oh, I sleep 6 hours a night. You on a regular basis are functioning as if you pulled an all-nighter. Remember this, okay? If you only slept 4 hours a night, you have the same cognitive impairment as being up for 48 hours straight. I've done this. I've told this story in college. You guys remember? You've listened to the podcast for years. Remember the story I told you guys where I've said this a couple times. I don't know if I've done it recently, but I remember I was up all night from Monday. I was up from Monday to Wednesday straight. And I was doing like some sort of like end of year senior research. I forget the fuck I was doing, but I was so tired. I handed it in Wednesday morning. I was up for 2 nights straight on just coffee and Sheets, fucking Subs. As in Pennsylvania, if you know what Sheets is, it's like a gas station with like, Subs and shit like that. I handed in my project. I went to sleep and then I went back and I crashed on Wednesday. The next Wednesday, I went to anatomy lab and the teacher was handing back lab reports, like the binders that people handed in the previous Wednesday. And I'm like, where's mine? I was so fucked up from being up the 48 hours the week before that for an entire week, I forgot that I missed anatomy lab on Wednesday. I just went back and crashed, forgot I had anatomy lab. For the entire week, I was going to class. I was around my friends and stuff. No one mentioned for an entire week until the next class on Wednesday, got the binders handed back. I didn't even realize I had missed the lab. So it fucked me up so bad. I didn't even know I had missed it for another week. I just remember that vividly. Like my brain just didn't even, like it fucked me up for like a week in that sense. Anyway. Okay. So 6 hours. People that got 6 hours of sleep a night, same impairment as being awake for a full day. 4 hours, the same as being awake for 48 hours. And I know, and when I see this, I know how fucked up I was from that 48-hour stretch. But here's the scary part. After day 3 to 4, people stopped feeling more tired. Here's my point. Reaction times kept slowing, attention lapses kept increasing, and working memory kept degrading. But subjective sleepiness flatlined, which means that after about 3 to 4 days, people that were getting 4 to 6 hours of sleep stopped feeling. Their perception was that they felt fine. So you're so fucked up, but you're used to being fucked up that you don't feel fucked up anymore. You don't think you're impaired. Same thing with bad food. You eat garbage food all the time. You don't realize how bloated and how sick and how fucking unhealthy you are. This is what I always say. You're eating so much shit, you're exposed to so much garbage, you don't realize how bad it is because you're always in it. This is why chronic sleep, your brain keeps getting worse. Your ability to notice it breaks. This is why chronic undersleeping feels sustainable. You adapt to feeling tired, but you do not adapt to being cognitively impaired. The participants would have told you that they felt okay. Objectively, they were functioning like they'd pulled an all-nighter or two. If you're sleeping 6 hours and think you're fine, you've probably lost calibration. The sleep need is biological. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours. The quote, I only need 6 usually means I forgot what normal feels like. Feeling fine is not evidence you're functioning well. Feeling fine is not evidence you're functioning well. Thank you. Thank you. Chronic sleep loss doesn't just impair your brain, it blinds you to the impairment. So I've been saying this for how long? And it's literally the same thing with nutrition. All right. Oh, I'm eating clean. Oh, but I feel good. Oh, but it's just this. It's just, you think you're fine, right? You're eating all these foods, right? You haven't done an elimination. You think you're like, oh, I think I'm okay. Well, I feel great. Well, I've been eating this my whole life. And you're so fucked up, you don't realize that you're fucked up. You're eating so much crap, you don't realize that you are, you're looking through the world with lenses that are completely fucked up. And imagine this, all right? Imagine this, the same thing, people that are not only eating crap, right? You ready for this? Let's take that post and add to this, okay? You're eating like crap, okay? Chris Williamson's post, you're sleeping like crap. So there's 2. Birth control, hormone, endocrine disruptors, fine. Blue light, blah. Social media, news, just fucking rotting your brain, lack of sunlight, lack of grounding. You never touch grass or anything. You don't exercise. You know, people are doing hundreds of things that they're just used to doing. And it's just a new normal. They're normally like this, are normally chronically bloated, inflamed, blah, 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 blah. And they feel good. So they don't want to change. Nope. You've just lost calibration on how fucking bad you feel. Facts, man. Straight facts. Cornholio, me scrolling at 4 a.m. and Papa pops up my screen. Do you have any idea what fucking time it is? Go to bed. Damn right. Damn right.
I work with retards.
Yeah. Red light makes a huge difference at night. So many people, you know, you have families or this and everyone's like, no, running around, boom. You have the fluorescent lights on, LED lights and bright lights everywhere. The bathroom lights fucking bright. You have the TV flashing. You turn every light off in your house and you have red lights on. Everyone's going to be knocked out in like 30 minutes. I guarantee it. If any of you use proper red lights, you know that once you turn the red lights on, everyone, even your kids, everyone just like, you shut down. Like your body just fucking collapses. And you're like, oh my God, I gotta lay down. I'm about to pass out. The blue light is so bad at night and people don't realize it. Phone, all the LEDs around, your microwave, all your other fucking lights. And it's bad. It's bad. Once you pay attention, you can't go back and you notice the difference. All right. Facts. All right. Swole card. Who's ready for a Swole card? We do have one. It's called Swole for Life. We have the pink shirt. Oh my goodness. Is she not the cutest? Look at this. Look at that booty. Look at that booty. Ready? Shake your booty. Oh, she's twerking. Oh yeah. The Daily Swole. Shake that ass. Shake that ass. Twerk for the fam. Ready? Pop. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Throw it back. There you go. Nice job, Pinks. Tainty man, want to shake that butt? Shake that booty. Shake that booty. Shake that booty. Oh yeah. Look, I just get to push his shoulder. Look at him. He just jiggles. Jiggy. Look at him just jiggling. And he's just snoring. He doesn't even break the snore. Just pushing the dog. Push. Jiggle. All right. I think I have something else on my X account. Something else in the X files. Oh yeah, this one. Make board games great again. I just had this idea, this memory popped into my head. Yesterday I was on X and I had to look up this picture. Remember the Ren and Stimpy where they're playing the board game, the commercial? Don't whiz on the electric fence. Remember that? Don't whiz on the electric fence. What a board game. I'd play that. I miss board games that could kill a kid. Yeah, I miss those board games. Sharp edges, things you had to plug in. Man, we used to have it good, fam. We used to have you guys, I grew up playing Risk. No. Some kids actually grew up playing Risk. Like you could get fucking hurt. This is before this is not for kids under 3 because they might eat it. It's like, okay, well, we used to have toys. We used to have games you have to plug into the outlet. So forget swallowing something. We would get electrocuted trying to have fun. Yeah. I miss those board games. We had the original Risk. You take it out, right? We had the original Risk. You would take out the board. You would take out the board game, right? You'd have a revolver in there. You have a 6-shooter, right? The real Risk. You have a 6-shooter. You get 5 bullets, right? And you progressively add a bullet every time. Or is that Russian roulette? Yeah, maybe that wasn't Risk. I get them confused. I used to play both of them when I was little. I'm just kidding. We used to have the little Tykes guns, right? Oh, it was called Deer Hunter, Deer Hunter, the game. But it came with like a pink gun, remember? It's pretty niche if you don't get it. Yeah. It came with It came with your, now with your very own Viet Cong. Mao! Mao! No? Obscure reference for some people. Some of you might get it. I don't know how many of you have seen Deer Hunter. It's a classic. All right, whatever. Boring movie, except for a couple parts, but okay. All right. So where were we? We have a throwback. Let's do the card first. Okay. All fun and games until someone blows their head off. Swole for life. Let's give it away, Falcon. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I need that soundboard. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Manhunters. Manhunters. That's one of the best Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes. Mac and Dennis, Manhunters. Let's see what we got here. Scroll, Swole for life, Swole for life. We do have a Schwinner today. Well, I guess it's fitting. The great Cornholio, ye tipi for his bangholio. You know, give him tipi? Bangholio. All right. That reminds me of a meme I just saw. I'm going to try to pull it up. Quick. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 3585. I'm going to play you guys a funny ass meme that's going viral. It's pretty funny and it's very applicable. So congratulations. Send us that email, support@swolenormous.com, 3585 in the subject, mailing address, body of the email. Congratulations. All right. Check out this, considering that meme. I don't know who made this. I guess the network guys. I guess that's what's on the screen. But pretty funny. I'm going to play it. It's pretty applicable. I love AI for these reasons. Wait.
You do not want to face the wrath of my bunghole. Are you threatening me? You do not want to face the wrath of my bunghole. Are you threatening me? You do not want to face the wrath of my bunghole. Are you threatening me? You do not want to face the wrath of my bunghole. Are you threatening me?
Davis.
You do not want to face
Shut up,
the
Davis.
wrath of my bunghole. Are you threatening me? You do not want to face
I could play
the
this.
wrath of my bunghole.
I could play that for a while,
Are you threatening?
but I won't. I could keep playing it. I can keep playing it. But I won't. That's great. Excellent. Oh my God. Where's my... Oh boy. Make that a soundboard. Where's my... Hold on a second. Sound. There we go. Make that a soundboard? Yeah, maybe. That's a good one, though. With Ilhan Omar. That's a good one. It's too good. It's perfect. Oh, we have a double. Fam, we got a double throwback. Does this day just keep on getting better and better? Settle down. All right, let's do this one. This one's called Fat Phobia is Real.
I used to think that fat phobia or someone treating you differently for your weight was a myth because I had never had someone be rude to me, at least in person, for my weight. Online is a totally different story. But
you think?
I've been noticing lately, so I'm working out with my friend who, she's in really great shape. She's training for a bikini bodybuilding competition and she's gorgeous. So it's obvious that when we're at the gym, men are going to come up and talk to her. But what's astounded me is that these men will come up to her and have like 5-minute conversations with her and they don't even look at me or acknowledge that I exist. How about that? That to me shows that it's like if you are overweight, you're kind of treated like you're not a real human sometimes.
Jesus Christ. Why did that have to be so fucking loud at the end? Yeah, so again, no one hates women more than other women. It's not like she's just jealous that her friend that is in better shape and looks better than she does gets more attention. Hey, this is why hot girls usually like to hang out with fat chicks because, it makes them feel better about themselves, right? Why don't you ever see like a group of like, there's always the alpha, there's always the one that you can tell. If you surround yourself with other good looking girls, it's like, okay, they're confident. But if they're not, they surround themselves with chubbies. And those are always the bodyguards, right? A guy comes up and the other fat ones step in front. Hey, don't talk to my friend like that. Han Solo. It's always like that. Maybe it's her personality because she sounds like a real charmer, doesn't she? Sounds like a charmer. Sounds like very welcoming. All right, we got one more.
What's in the box?
Don't get mad at me when I tell you this, but
Ogres are like onions. End of story.
Before
Jesus
and after
Christ.
will not save you from being fat again.
Why would you do this angle?
Nor do I care what you do with your body and if you lose or you gain weight. But I think posting about it is damaging for you and for the people who are looking at it.
Hey, loser!
You don't need to be on social media. You got to get off the phone. You got to get off these social media apps. Use it for business. Use it tactfully. Use it for the Swole fam. Use it for a couple podcasts you listen to. Get off the endless comparisons and scrolling. Okay. This is what happens. We have a feminized society and a masculine society, and they're clashing online. You have a lot of dudes that don't give a fuck, and you can't offend us online. I'm one of them. And then you have a lot of women that are online like, oh my God, people are so mean. Oh my God, how can you say that? And
Halo
everyone
2
has
chat
a voice
rooms
now, even the mentally insane people. It's not that the country is more insane. It's just that more fucking people are voicing garbage opinions, and there's a lot of noise. I think it's also more people are more insane than ever. But of course, there are always a lot of insane people. I grew up in New York City in the 80s. Talk about fucking insane people. That place was a fucking shithole before Giuliani cleaned it up. It was an absolute shithole. So, there's always been insane people like, yelling and screaming on the side of the street. But they didn't have TikTok. They weren't making TikTok videos or reels. They weren't posting online. So people have unfettered access to, I guess, anyone else in the world. So you just have a lot more insane people, and they all have a voice. And unfortunately, they get to voice their opinions on a very limited. And here's the thing with the phones and shit, man. Like, look at this real estate, like really small real estate. Look at my poppers. Really small real estate. So everyone's fighting for this little tiny 6-inch, whatever screen size. So it's just very loud, very retarded people. And hey, everyone gets a voice. Isn't that what you want? Everyone gets a voice. And it's like, maybe not. Maybe not everyone gets a voice. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Maybe not everyone should have a voice because a lot of those voices are really annoying and really retarded. Yeah, I know. This is like, it's a huge 6-inch screen. It's like, I told you 6 inches was big. I told you it was big. I told you, babe. See, it's a big screen. It's a Pro Max, the maximum size. See? There's another in the win column. Based. All right. So, fam, let's see. What else we got? You're going to the gym? Anyone going to the gym today? Anyone have a recovery day? I did a great leg workout yesterday. Oh, I'm feeling good. Mama Swole isn't even home, is she? Mama Swole ain't even there, LOL. No, she's not home. No, she's not. No, she's not. But it'd be funny if she was, right? If she was, it'd be funny. It'd be really funny if she was, but she's not. But she's not. I know. Hey, all right. Easy. Hey, settle down. Yeah, fuck you too, man. All right. Ooh, good for you. Cornholio, taking my wife to the gym today. She asked me to go all on her own. I'm proud of her. She asked me to go all on her own. Oh, look at you. Good for you. That's great. It's a great feeling. Good for you. And the cool thing is, like, you work out. You don't have to necessarily work out together. That's cool too. But then you could also, sometimes you might be going and doing a couple exercises. You might be on the treadmill warming up and you meet for certain exercises. Cool. Couples that go to the gym, it doesn't always have to be we're doing the same things and training literally together. You could be at the gym together and then kind of crossing over. You're at the gym at the same time doing different things. Like, it's cool. So there's a lot of different ways you could train with your friend or husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different things you can do. So good stuff. It's good stuff. And it's also really reinforcing too. When you're with someone, you want them. This is why I always push back on, I hate those pictures where you see two people that are in great shape and they get married to get together. And then they're like a year later, they're all fat. And no, you got to stay in good shape for the person that you're with. That's the most respectful. If you don't take care of yourself, it's just an insult to the other person. You're choosing a person to be with. They should be putting in the effort to be the best version of themselves for you and vice versa. So I think when you say in sickness and in health, I agree, right? When you get married, in sickness and in health, I get it in theory. And I do get it and literally too, because in sickness and in health, yes, because things happen out of your control. But that excuses psychologically, I think it excuses we're married, I could do whatever. That excuses you. It does not. I'm saying in sickness and health does not excuse you for walking off a cliff. Like, if you walk off a cliff and then expect the person to come save you, that's just rude and it's gross. It doesn't excuse you. It doesn't mean that you allow things to happen. We're talking about things out of your control. You get into a car accident, that's if it's not your fault, that's a fluke. It's a tragedy. It's awful. But you should be avoiding and preventing things that are preventable. Again, what can you control? But if you're choosing someone, you're going to combine your existence with another person. And I'm in this life with you. We're going to have a family and we're going to be together and support one another. You better be in great fucking shape. You better take care of yourself. You don't have to be a pro bodybuilder or a figure competitor, but it's attractive to the other person. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean the person has to be shredded all year round. It doesn't have to be like a bikini competitor. But knowing that the other person is exercising, knowing that the other person is training hard and putting effort in, it's attractive. It's invigorating. It feels good. Because you're seeing that. You're seeing them put in effort. It's putting in the work. You're doing it for yourself, but you're also doing it for the other person because you're together. It just makes sense. So in sickness and in health, sure, but not for things that you can control. If you're eating yourself to death, that's gross. It just means you don't care about yourself, and by proxy, you don't care about the other person. You just don't. You just don't. And that's the proof, right? It's the actions. It's what does that lead to? What's the outcome of that? Elizabeth says, go together but work out separately. I'll work out with my son now and then, but anyone else, I get annoyed. That's a good point. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to work out with someone. I generally don't like to train with someone else. Mama Swole and I will sometimes train at the same time, but she'll do certain exercises. She'll be in one part of the gym. I'll be over here. If she has a question or I see her and I'll help her load some plates or take some things off or uncover one of the machines, or she has a question or I'll spot her or do something, but sometimes we'll connect and we'll kind of be around on the same machine or the same exercise, but we generally do different things, but sometimes we do it together. We're kind of in the same space, But you should be investing in yourself, and investing in yourself, like we always talk about with recovery and the 7 pillars, you're investing in yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. So fill your cup, help others, and project that. Lead by example. Do the things, go to the fucking gym, do the hard shit, and be that beacon of light and consistency for people around you. Not just the people, your friends, family. And you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. But by proxy, it's for them. Because when you have kids and you have a wife, you have a husband, you have family, friends, and they're seeing you do something like that for yourself, it's not selfish. You're showing them that they should be doing these things for themselves too. And by doing it for themselves, they're able to project that same type of integrity and discipline and consistency and high self-esteem to other people. So you're showing your children that you take care of yourself. You should exercise for you. And by proxy, you're doing it for them. They're doing it for you. You're doing it for them. You're doing it for each other. It's a snowball. So people have to think about it differently. You're not just working out so I have bigger biceps. Oh, you don't need abs. Oh, come on. What about real world strength? You know, all that stupid shit. No, fuck all that nonsense. Do it. Go to the fucking gym. John says, even if you find someone to train with, most people can't spot for shit. That's true. That's true. Cornholio, she finds it incredible how much I eat and I'll still be cutting fat and gaining muscle. I'm my wife's trainer. She's pretty happy with the workouts we've done. I'm so damn proud of her. It's been years since she set foot in a gym. That's great. Excellent. That's great. And by leading by example, right? You're doing it. And that's the thing. Sometimes people will see their partner, you know, taking care of themselves, and then they just do the opposite. It's like, I don't know. It's like a weird, like, no, I'm not going to do what you want me to do, or you don't think I'm good enough, and no, I don't want to do that. It's not about that. It's not about you wanting to go to the fucking gym. It's about, I don't want to be a fat, lazy fuck. This is what discipline is. You don't have to feel like it. I hate going to the gym. Tough shit. You better learn to like it. Find something about it that you like. This is what I always say. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it, but you should. Like, you should learn to like it. And you'll find something about it that you like, the challenge of getting that extra rep, and you start to feel good. But you don't have to be like, oh, find a gym that you do like, find an exercise protocol and certain machines and lifts that you do like. Okay, fine, but they still have to work, right? That's why it's great there's a lot of choice. It's great there's a lot of different pieces of equipment. You shouldn't be going for enjoyment, but you should still find things that feel good for your body, that you like to do, that you have competency with, that feel good on your joints, that you are attracted to in the gym, because that will just keep you consistent. So you shouldn't be going for enjoyment, but you still find things that work best for your body. Yeah. It just goes much deeper, right? How people do the little things is how they do everything. How they treat themselves is how they treat other people. And if you treat yourself like shit, like, you project that onto other people. It's like, it's not inspiring. No one wants to be around someone that's just like a fucking fat, lazy slob. No one wants to be around that. And if you have a family, your kids are seeing that. This is why I love home gyms and stuff. You want your children to see you working out. You want them to do it with you because they want to be like you. That's what children want. They want to be like you. You're big and strong, and they're not. And they're like, oh my God, you can lift all that. Holy shit. My mom's so strong. My dad's so strong. Like, wow, I want to be like you someday. I remember my dad working out hard and training hard. Like, they remember that imprints. Or did my parents just sit around at night watching Netflix, eating garbage, and they never worked out? And it's just not good. Lead by example. Plus, you're healthier and you can play with them more with your kids. Or you can lead by example. You can lift things. You can carry groceries and not be like, oh, I have to make 5 trips, or can you lift this off the shelf for me? Can you open this container? I just can't open it. It's like, fucking open it, fucking this, fucking just this. Get stronger. Like, just pick this up. Oh, can you put this up here? Fuck yeah, I can. Let me do it 20 times. I'll do it 30 times. Get it done. Jen says, the gym is my time. At first, I didn't like it. And now that I look better and feel better than ever, it's my drug. I'm addicted to the good feelings that I have once I'm done on the hard days. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Yeah, but that's life too. Elizabeth says, until they get older and start making their own decisions, sometimes they come back to it, sometimes they don't. Well, here's the thing. The gym, right, and fitness and stuff, it always comes back. It always comes back. Like, they have to come back to it. If they don't, they're not going to be healthy. So they're more likely to come back to it. They're more likely to stick with it if they understand the importance. But here's the thing. People understand the importance of exercise and health one day at one point or another, right? People are going to realize, they're going to understand how important health is when they no longer have it. So my point is, do the best that you can for your health while you have it, so you don't have the regrets of like, oh, I wish I could do this. Oh, I have all these issues. Let me start going to the gym. Too late, man. When I say too late, you guys know my phrasing with that. Doesn't mean you can't make progress, but too late in the sense that too late to prevent that. Sometimes it's too late to undo some of the damage. You can make it better or slow it down, but sometimes it can be too late. So don't wait until that point. Do it now. Build those habits. Anyway, go to the fucking gym. We have Weekend Swolosity coming up, so check it out over the weekend. We'll see you back. We got new releases on Monday. Fire. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. A lot of great shit. Congratulations. Cornholio on the card, right? Swole for life. Go to the fucking gym. Enjoy your day. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.